Today, we're unpacking something that literally pulls no punches. We're talking about the price of freedom and escaping the comfort trap. It forces us to look at the raw truth about extreme discipline and what it actually costs to be free. You know, we hear the word discipline thrown around a lot, right? But the text we're diving into today, it treats it not just as a buzzword, but as a literal matter of life and death for our ambitions. Let's see how it totally challenges our comfortable daily habits.
The cozy coffin. Think about your daily routine for a second. Warm bed, food on tap, endless dopamine from that glowing screen right in your face. It's just easy, right? But here's the harsh reality this source hits us with right out of the gate. This ease, it's a silent poison. Comfort doesn't attack you, it seduces you. It's putting you to sleep.
Section 1. The Trap of Comfort and How Ease Kills Purpose. Okay, let's dive into this. The source lays it out with this cold, almost clinical precision. Comfort neutralizes our ambition without making a single sound. We used to want more, but now we just want rest. So it asks a really direct question. Are you living or are you decaying? Because those seemingly harmless choices we make every single day, endless scrolling, grabbing whatever food is quickest, sleeping in just because we can, they aren't just taking a break. The source argues they are active decay.
And the symptoms of this comfort cage? Well, they're probably pretty familiar to all of us. Hitting the snooze button, which, let's be honest, feels absolutely amazing in the moment. Skipping the gym, chasing pleasure instead of pain, wanting rest over wanting more. But the massive reality check here is that comfort doesn't love you. It laughs at you. It celebrates every single time you succumb to these behaviors, proudly lying right there in that cozy coffin.
Section 2. The Myth of Motivation and Why Waiting is for the Weak.
This is where so many of us get it completely wrong. The material points out that people generally don't fail because they lack talent. No, they fail because they fall for this massive illusion that they need to wait to feel motivated. Think about the 4 deadliest words we all use. I'll do it later. It is the ultimate excuse, isn't it? We wait for the perfect time. We wait to feel inspired. But let's be painfully honest here. Later never comes. By saying later, you're actively choosing to fail.
And this brilliantly illustrates the core divide between success and failure. It's actually pretty simple. Winners act regardless of how they feel, versus losers who wait for the feeling. The source points out a fascinating truth here. The greats, they do not wake up magically inspired every single day. There's no way. They act despite their lack of motivation, whereas weak people sit around looking for shortcuts, scrolling to distract themselves, and basically just waiting for a mood that simply never shows up.
Section 3. Mindset of a Champion. Doing what must be done.
To shift gears from the problem, we really need to establish what true discipline actually looks like in practice. It's this unwavering commitment to doing what must be done, day in, day out. There's a brilliant quote from Mike Tyson that summarizes this perfectly. Discipline is doing what you hate, but doing it like you love it. Champions don't do the hard work because it's fun or because it's easy. They do it because the alternative is failure. You don't wake up early because it feels good. You do it because it gives you the edge.
So, the crucial point is how the source completely reframes discipline here. It's defined as doing what's hard when literally every single part of your mind is screaming at you to quit. It is controlling your emotions instead of letting your emotions control you. Discipline isn't some kind of punishment we inflict on ourselves. Not at all. It's the absolute fundamental requirement for becoming sharper, becoming stronger, and becoming incredibly dangerous in whatever field you pursue.
It all boils down to this really stark reality. The weak do what's easy. The strong do what's required. Those are the 2 distinct paths sitting right in front of us. If we look at lives devoid of discipline, we see the exact same routines and excuses year after year. To break out of those repetitive cycles, to stop wasting your potential, the source argues you have to actively choose the steeper path. You just do what is required.
Section 4. 3 Steps to Win. The Tactical Guide to Extreme Discipline.
Let's move to the blueprint and see how this builds, because this isn't just theory anymore, this is action. Step 1, remove the option of quitting. The absolute second we leave a back door open, our weak side is gonna find it. If we say we'll do something, it is done. There is no debate, no renegotiating with ourselves when things get tough. We literally have to burn the ships. Quitting is simply no longer on the table. Now, what's really interesting about this next step is that it's surprisingly approachable. You don't need to go from 0 to 100 on day 1. You just need to go from 0 to 1.
Just create momentum with small, undeniable wins. Wake up on time. Train for just 10 minutes. Read one single page instead of scrolling on your phone. It's those tiny, consistent, disciplined wins that compound and create unstoppable momentum over time.
And that brings us to step 3, which is frankly the hardest pill to swallow. Discipline doesn't care how you feel. You do it anyway. We absolutely must stop relying on our emotions to dictate our actions. Because the ultimate takeaway from this material is that without this trait, nothing else matters. You can have all the talent and all the dreams in the entire world, but without discipline, you are going to stay stuck. Which leaves us with this final reality check. This is your wake-up call to step out of that cozy coffin once and for all. There is no perfect tomorrow waiting for you around the corner. So, will you act now?